Hey MeandEars, welcome back. Today we're over at Disney Springs grabbing lunch at the Boathouse, a restaurant Mickey and I actually have a little history with. We first tried the Boathouse back in 2019 on a family trip and absolutely loved it. It instantly became one of those, okay, we're coming back here every trip places. Then in 2021, right after everything reopened, we gave it another shot and honestly, it just wasn't as good. The food was off, the service was off, and we walked out thinking, oof, maybe not again. So today's our redemption visit, a second chance, and spoiler, I'm really glad we did. Before we even get into the food, a little bit about the restaurant itself. The Boathouse opened in 2015 and is run by the Gibson's Restaurant Group, the same people behind some iconic steakhouses in Chicago. The vibe here is luxury Marina meets laid-back Florida, with vintage dream boats from the 1930s to the 1950s on display and a huge waterfront patio that lets you eat practically on the water. We were seated outside on a gorgeous day, blue skies, breeze coming off the water, and this perfect view of the Amphicars doing their thing. Peak Disney Springs energy. Just a few fun facts about the Amphicars. These are real 1960s Amphicar Model 770s. The 770 stands for 7 knots on the water and 70 miles per hour on land. The Boathouse is the only place in the world where you can take a guided Amphicar tour. Rides last about 20 to 25 minutes and launch right from the dock here at Disney Springs. It is such a unique backdrop to your meal. I have always wanted to go on a ride in one of these things. We'll have to do that one day. I walked through their little boutique gift shop too. It is adorable. Lots of nautical merch, vintage boating memorabilia, shirts, hats, ducks, and some really fun themed souvenirs. Even if you're not eating here, it's worth a quick wander in just to check out the merch. If you're a seafood lover, the oyster bar is such a fun part of the Boathouse to explore. They usually offer a rotating selection from both coasts, and the shuckers are right there prepping everything, so it feels super lively and authentic. Even if you're not ordering oysters, the raw bar adds so much character. It's very seafood market meets upscale marina. It's one of those details that makes the Boathouse feel a little different from the other restaurants in Disney Springs. They start you off with insanely fluffy rolls. Seriously, these are dangerous. And a big cocktail menu if you need something to sip. I went with a mojito because it was warm and I needed to feel like a responsible Florida adult. At the recommendation of our server, we ordered the Filet Mignon Sliders with maitre d' butter as an appetizer. Probably one of the best values here. These things really surprised me. They were very tender and that butter on top gave them a fantastic flavor. We were keeping it relatively light because we have a plan for a sweet treat later. So for our entree, we split the grilled grouper sandwich, super fresh, perfectly cooked, and very delicious. If you've eaten here before, what's your go-to entree at the Boathouse? Or if you haven't, which one would you order? There is so much to choose from. After lunch, we took a quick walk just across the path to Vivoli Il Gelato. It's right around the corner and completely worth it. Vivoli Il Gelato has been scooping gelatos since 1929 when the Vivoli family opened their little milk shop in Florence, Italy. A few years later, they started making gelato and it quickly became one of the most beloved spots in the city. Not sure why I didn't stop there when I was in Florence. Their Disney Springs location opened in 2015 and somehow, despite all my trips, I have never stopped here before. I know, a Florentine gelato shop has been sitting in my backyard for almost a decade, quietly living its best life, and I've just been walking right past it, probably because I was on a mission to get to Wine Bar George. So this is my first visit and wow, why have I been sleeping on this place? Have you ever been to Vivoli Il Gelato? And if you have, what gelato flavor or treat should I try next time? The Affogato here is simple but ridiculously good. You pick your gelato, they pour a hot shot of espresso right over the top, and that first moment when it melts just slightly, heaven, it's dessert, it's caffeine, it's a life choice. I got the pistachio. It was nutty, rich, creamy, and not overly sweet. Basically the kind of treat that makes you immediately want to plan your next visit. Reservations help but aren't required for the Boathouse. We were able to get one day of, but we did eat at an off-peak time on a weekday. Portions are large and totally shareable. Vivoli Il Gelato is great for a quick dessert. Don't walk past it for 10 years like I have been. So are you team savory meal or team dessert first when you're at Disney Springs? Let me know because I could see myself starting my day with an Affogato. a day, just one day, not every day. Of course not. Thanks for meandering with me today. Before you head out, let me know in the comments what's your favorite place to eat at Disney Springs or where we should try next. If you enjoyed hanging out today, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a chance to meander. You can also find my tiny but growing downloadable guides library, links, and more over at magicalmeandears.com. See you in the next adventure.